Wait, don't spend that penny yet, because somewhere in America, hiding inside your pocket or old coin jar, could be a 1995 Lincoln penny worth tens of thousands of dollars. Yeah, you heard that right. A single 1-cent coin that could change your entire day, maybe even your life. At first glance, it looks totally normal, but this one has a secret. A mistake made by the U.S. Mint in 1995 created one of the most sought-after coins in American history, and collectors are going crazy trying to find it. Imagine this. You're holding what looks like an ordinary penny, but it's actually worth more than $70,000. That's rent, that's bills, that's a whole used car. All from one coin you might have already touched 100 times. Most people spend it without even realizing the treasure they just gave away. So before you drop that penny in a tip jar or vending machine, stop, look closely, because the next 1995 penny you find could be the one collectors dream about, and it might just make you rich. All right, so what makes the 1995 Lincoln penny so insanely valuable? It all comes down to one simple word: error. The U.S. Mint made a printing mistake that year. A rare double die obverse. Sounds technical, right? But here's what it means. When the Mint stamped Lincoln's face and the words, "Liberty and in God we trust," the die struck the coin twice. The result? The letters look slightly doubled, like a shadow behind them. And that's the magic mark collectors go crazy for. If your 1995 penny has that doubling, even faintly, and it's not just a coin, it's a mini gold mine. People have sold these for $5,000, $10,000, even more, depending on the condition and clarity of the doubling. Imagine that, 1 cent turning into thousands of dollars, just because of a tiny minting error. So right now, wherever you are, grab your old coin jar, open your wallet, check under the couch cushions. You might be sitting on a fortune and not even know it, because these rare 1995 double die Lincoln pennies are still out there, and one of them could be yours. So before you spend your next penny, stop, check, and look closely, because the next ordinary-looking coin in your hand could be the one that changes everything. You ever get that feeling that the treasure you've been searching for your whole life might already be in your hands? Somewhere across America, right now, a lucky person is holding a small, ordinary-looking penny, completely unaware it's worth $70,000. They say the real treasures aren't buried underground. They're hiding in plain sight, somewhere out there in the United States. In a coffee jar, an old wallet, maybe a dusty drawer. Someone is holding a single penny that could be worth $70,000, and they don't even know it. It's not gold. It's not silver. It's the 1995 Lincoln penny, a tiny coin with a massive secret. When the U.S. Mint struck this penny, something went wrong, a microscopic double die error that changed everything. The result? One of the most shocking and valuable modern coins ever made. You could be staring at it right now, the same brown penny you almost gave away for a stick of gum, and it could buy you a new car. Think about that for a second. A coin you've ignored your whole life, the one you toss in your cup holder, might be worth more than your entire paycheck. This is the kind of discovery that turns ordinary people into legends. And if you're lucky enough to own this $70,000 Lincoln penny, don't sell it yet. Not today. Not this year. Because coins like this, they don't just hold value, they hold history. Every collector, every treasure hunter, every coin expert in America is chasing this penny. So guard it, frame it, pass it on. You're not just someone who found a coin, you're someone who found a piece of American history. A hidden fortune disguised as a penny. And the craziest part? That person could be you. This isn't a myth. This isn't clickbait. This is the 1995 Lincoln penny, one of the most legendary error coins in U.S. history. The U.S. Mint made a mistake so tiny, it went unnoticed for years. A rare double die error that gave birth to one of the most valuable modern pennies ever discovered. Most people spent it without ever realizing what they had. But the few who noticed, they struck gold. Imagine holding a 1-cent coin, something you could easily drop in a parking lot, and realizing it could buy you a car, pay off your debt, or cover a year of college tuition. That's not just luck, that's destiny. And here's my message to the lucky few who already found this rare 1995 Lincoln penny. Don't sell it. Not yet, because this coin is more than metal. It's a piece of history, a once-in-a-lifetime discovery that collectors dream about. As the years pass, fewer of these coins remain in perfect condition, and their value only climbs higher. So hold on to it. Protect it, because one day that $70,000 coin could be worth double. You're not just a collector anymore, you're a treasure hunter. And this is your discovery. Right now, somewhere in America, someone is holding a 1995 quarter dollar that's worth more than $25,000. Yes, you heard that right. A simple 25C coin that could buy you a car, pay your bills, or even change your future. It sounds crazy, right? But this isn't a myth. It's real. And the craziest part? You might already have one sitting in your pocket, your drawer, or that old jar of coins you never bothered to check. Most people spend their quarters without thinking twice. At gas stations, parking meters, coffee shops. But this 1995 quarter, isn't just spare change. It's a hidden jackpot disguised as a normal coin. One small mistake during minting, one tiny flaw, turned this everyday coin into a treasure worth thousands. Collectors are going absolutely wild over this one. They're digging through old boxes, searching through rolls of coins, and paying unbelievable prices online. And here's where it gets even crazier. This coin doesn't look special. It doesn't shine differently, it doesn't look gold. But under that ordinary surface lies a secret marking that separates it from every other 1995 quarter in the world. The story begins at the U.S. Mint, where millions of these coins were produced. But somewhere during production, the press malfunctioned for just a moment. A few seconds that changed history. A double strike, a misaligned die, a faint shadow on the word liberty. These tiny flaws are now worth thousands. It's insane how a single error can transform a 25-seer coin into a $25,000 treasure. You're at a store, you hand over your change without looking, and right there in your palm was the rare 1995 quarter people are fighting to find. You wouldn't even know it. You just gave away a fortune for a cup of coffee. I know that sounds insane, but listen. Millions of people have spent this coin without realizing. They just gave away a small fortune. Somewhere in America, someone's carrying this coin in their pocket, completely unaware that it could literally change their life. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what makes this ordinary quarter worth more than your car. This isn't clickbait. This is a real minting error that has collectors losing their minds right now. Imagine finding a 25-cent coin and then discovering it's worth more than $25,000. That's the kind of story you'll tell for the rest of your life. And trust me, after this video, you'll never look at your change the same way again. Because today, we're diving deep into the world of hidden treasures and the shocking truth behind the 1995 quarter dollar that might just make you rich. So before you spend your next coin, you might want to watch this till the end. That's why you need to stop spending without checking. Because this coin isn't about luck, it's about awareness. Every collector knows one truth. History hides in plain sight. So before you toss your next coin, take a good look. Because that 1995 quarter in your hand could be your next big break. Your one shot at something most people only dream about. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to spot the rare one. The one that can turn your pocket change into a small fortune. So don't blink. Don't skip. Because what comes next might just blow your mind. The 1995 quarter dollar. Looks like every other coin in your pocket, right? Same silver shine, same face of George Washington, same 25 cents written below. But here's the twist. One tiny flaw makes it one of the most valuable quarters ever found. Collectors call it the double die error. And if you've never heard of it, pay close attention. This small minting mistake happened when the coin die struck twice, just a fraction off. That second strike left a shadow effect on the words. In God we trust and liberty. It's almost invisible. But once you know what to look for, you'll never unsee it. That double image? That's what turned an ordinary quarter into a $25,000 masterpiece. It's not about the shine, it's about the story. The rarity, the accident that wasn't supposed to happen. And here's the craziest part. Only a handful of these coins were ever released into circulation. No one knows exactly how many survived. Some might still be out there, hiding in pockets, drawers, and jars across the U.S. Every single day, people spend these coins without realizing they're handing over a fortune. Imagine being the person who finds one. Your hands start shaking, your heart starts racing, and you can't believe what you're seeing. You check it again under the light. The lines match, the shadows are there. That's the one. That's the rare 1995. Quarter everyone's been hunting for? Collectors across America are paying insane prices for these at live auctions, eBay listings, and numismatic shows. These coins are selling for more than anyone could have imagined. Why? Because history doesn't repeat mistakes like this often. Once these few coins are found, that's it. Game over, no more. So the real question is, how many have you spent without checking? How many have passed through your hands? It's crazy to think that one small quarter could change your entire life. But it happens. Every year someone gets lucky. Someone finds one. And every time it happens, the world goes wild. Maybe the next person to find it is watching this video right now. Maybe that person is you. So before you spend another quarter, stop. Look closely. Feel the weight. Check the words. Because you might be holding a piece of history worth $25,000. And remember, it's not just about luck. It's about curiosity, patience, and knowing that sometimes the biggest treasures in America